Bow, ba, bow, bow, ba, bow, bow, ba, bow. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Welcome back
Welcome back
to
Screen
Seekers.
So, right, okay. I was just trying to put some energy into it. Welcome back to Screen Seekers.
Well, that was like less energy, wasn't it?
I'm Jake, and that is over there. I mean, I say over there, but
A creature of the deep. Alex, okay. It's just Alex.
yeah, it's just Alex, creature of the deep, Alex. Screen Seekers is our podcast where we talk about film, TV, games, and also any other things,
That comes to mind.
including
generally.
Japan, which Japan's becoming like
Yeah,
almost like
Japan.
a regular segment.
Japan is literally 2/10 of our podcast now.
Wow, that's sad. Today,
Just a fact.
we're actually also returning to another topic we've already done because we're running out of ideas already.
Which is probably like 3/10 of our podcast.
We're going to be discussing Doctor Who. I think we're going to be discussing season 2 mostly, right? Or are we going to cover season 1 as well?
Yeah, of the recent one.
The third season 1 and 2.
Because it finished recently.
Yes.
If you're like, oh my god, not again, get a life. All our 4 listeners.
Yep. Thanks, listeners. But you wanted to ask me a question before we began.
No, I did because it's interesting.
You said to me before we clicked record, you were like, "I've got a question."
Yeah, it's not related to anything. I was just wondering, do you have a story of a film? Like, do you have a story that goes with a film, like a personal story? Like you've watched a film multiple times, and something happens. Maybe the same thing happens after you watch that film in your life.
You mean like a coincidence?
Yeah.
Or you mean like
coincidences around a certain film.
Because if I know you, I know what you're on about in terms of your own experience because you've said this before.
Not on the podcast though.
No.
So I thought it'd be quite a good story to tell on the podcast. But I was wondering if you had any, because it's quite. I wonder if it's like a normal thing that humans have.
I don't think so. It's like I don't think so. I think you'd have to really. Also, you'd have to just get into the habit of rewatching films, which I don't do that much anyway. So, because I watch a lot of new stuff, so it's hard to pinpoint. I don't think so. I thought you meant at first. I thought you were on about is there like a memory attached to a film. But in terms of like
memory.
a repeated memory or like a repeated, like
memory.
a recurrence.
Now we're getting into Doctor Who stuff.
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to even think of films I've watched like multiple times and whether they have sort of triggered something. Don't really have an answer for you. I could try and bullshit something, but I don't think it would.
Yeah.
It
Well,
would
with
work
me, it's Minority Report.
The Steven Spielberg.
Spielberg 2002 make.
Decent film. It's alright.
Because I watched that in August 2020.
Yep.
Month later, dumped, blocked, whatever. Well, blocked comes later, but still dumped, blocked. Then last year, watched it again, blocked. Come on, what is that? I gotta just avoid Minority Report.
I wouldn't watch it.
Just like,
I mean, you don't really need to watch it again, do you?
I know, right? It's alright.
Other than just to test your theory.
It's a pretty good film.
That's the only reason why you watch it. Is it? Oh, if you want to get dumped.
Oh, that'd be great.
Stick
Then it
it
wouldn't
on.
work. Then it wouldn't work. It's like it's worked 5 times, but it doesn't work when you want it to.
But no, I don't have any stories. I don't think about.
I have a feeling I have more, but not as important as Minority Report.
Yeah, because I would say twice is a coincidence. Third, there's something wrong. So if it happens again, I would seriously question everything about everything. Right.
I think I'm questioning everything after 2 attempts.
That's fair. So,
But anyway,
back to our main topic. I didn't know what the question was going to be, but
I think listeners will be thrilled at such a mysterious, reoccurring event.
And for anyone that clicked on this thinking, "Oh, I can't wait for two plonkers to start talking about Doctor Who. They just had to pull up with 5 minutes of that shit. But that's fine. Anyway,
I'm not thinking about Minority Report.
we are talking. We are going to discuss Doctor. We haven't actually had a proper discussion between us about Doctor Who season 2, particularly when it comes to the finale. So it aired 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's quite nuts we haven't actually talked about it.
Yeah, I mean you were in Japan, right? So like,
that's true.
And we're saving it for the pod.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, the finale aired, and just some context around it. We haven't heard whether there's going to be a third season, which is rare. Again, I'm not trying to just be negative, but I'm just saying that factually, we always know whether there's going to be another season. We haven't heard anything. Although there is a CBeebies show in the works.
Of Doctor Who?
Of Doctor Who animated preschool series.
So like Sarah Jane Adventures sort of.
Yeah, but even for even younger audiences. It's basically in like the pitch stage, or it's not even like, hasn't got studio, hasn't got anyone attached to it other than they want it, and so they want people to pitch, different production companies to pitch them. So that's an interesting thing. And of course we have the war between the beach and the sand and the water and the lake and the salt and the sandcastles. Of course I'm talking about the war between the land and the sea. I always take the mickey out of the title because it's rubbish. That's coming out, I don't even know when.
I thought it was I thought it's like soon.
I assume this year.
I swear I saw like a post.
They put a little trailer out.
And it was, a trailer. So I assumed it was like this month or like next month or something.
But it seems to be basically just like
it's Doctor Who without the Doctor.
The story, like the sort of the Silurian stories they've done in the past, like about who are the bad guys? Is humans, who should own the planet or whatever, with like a bit of Shape of Water thrown in. You've seen Shape of Water, right? The film.
Oh, I thought you meant Waters of Mars then.
No, Shape of Water, the film.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be like a love thing maybe between whatever they are. We don't even know what they are. They don't. We know they're sea devils or what. But anyway, that's nerdy shit. So, you're about to get nerdy shit. Tell you what. But yeah, that's coming out whenever it's ready.
Yeah.
And that's it. And of course, if you haven't, I mean, spoilers, I guess, for the finale. So if you haven't seen the finale, which the BBC don't care because they pull out spoilers immediately.
That's how I knew. Like the day after it aired, I saw the post and I was like, I didn't really care. Because, like, you know me, I watched Game of Thrones season 5, and that's how I got into Game of Thrones. And then I forgot about everything. My brother was like, "Oh, has this happened yet?" I was like, "What? That happens?" And he was like, "Yeah, you've seen the episode. It happens." And I was like, "No, I haven't."
Ncuti Gatwa is gone. He is regenerated after 2 series and 3 years.
It was funny
3
as well,
years, right?
Isn't it? It was longer between his announcement as Doctor and the first episode than he was Doctor Who.
Might be something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
sounds
something like that.
Sounds doable. He's gone, and the new Doctor. Well, actually, no, not the new Doctor. Whoever they are that they've regenerated into, is Billy Piper.
Well,
but we will get into that. We will get into that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So let's talk about just quickly, sort of generally about the whole season. Well, actually, no, season 1. We won't go through everything, but I thought season 1 was fine.
I thought it was fine, but I think was the ending not good?
I thought the finale was pretty rubbish.
Yeah. The finale was that rubbish, but it was generally okay.
Yeah, there were some okay ones, right? Like Boom was pretty good. I thought that was quite fun.
Yeah.
Rogue was quite fun.
Rogue was good.
Like they were fine. I think nothing like the Doctor and Ruby were pretty good. They were like the highlights.
Yeah. Ruby was good. Ruby was good. I can't believe she was only in it for 1 season. It feels longer. Maybe because
but she's in season 2.
She is, but she's not the companion. But it feels like she was a companion for longer.
And then we had Joy. Have you actually seen Joy to the World?
What's Joy to the World?
The Christmas special. Last year's Christmas special. Because if you haven't, you're like understanding the finale. This season 2's finale is going to be different.
What happens?
Joy to the World is about the Time Hotel.
Oh no, yeah,
okay.
I was wondering who that person was.
Yeah,
in the
well, you
time
would if you
hotel.
haven't
I
watched Joyce the
assumed it
World.
was someone from like 1960, and I was like, oh, he's met this person now again.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But yeah, Joy to the World was last year's Christmas special, which actually Stephen Moffat said in an interview that Russell told him to read this finale before writing it, and it now makes absolute sense.
Wait, what?
Stephen Moffat, who wrote Joy to the World, was
Yeah.
told by Russell. Russell said, read the season 2 finale script before you write this. And obviously now seeing the finale, I totally get why.
Oh, so yeah, because the season 2 finale had been recorded.
The script had been written for it.
Okay, yeah.
I assume something along those lines. I don't know the exact details because Stephen Moffat was like, he's just in an interview or whatever. So season 2 began with. So obviously season 1, I think one of the biggest problems with season 1 is the arc of Ruby was kind of let down at the end.
Oh yeah.
Kind of become messy and like just didn't make much sense and was quite funny. Named after a road sign or whatever. And then Russell did like a sort of anti-twist thing where he was like, the twist is there is no twist, and it was like, okay, that's a bit lame. Like, I get what you're going for, but that's a bit lame. Season 2 is with Belinda, new companion.
Yeah. Thought it'd be way more to do with like she has powers to name things, because she gets named after a star or a planet. A planet gets named after her, like in the first episode, and then nothing.
So
happens
yeah,
after
your
that.
theory was that like episode 1, Robot Revolution would like link in, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
strongly
I thought they would come back to the world because they were trying to bring Belinda back to the world, and I thought it was going to be like. It was like Planet Belinda, like everything in the universe was like Planet Belinda.
God.
It was like Universe Belinda, and they're like, "What's going on?"
So Robot Revolution was the first one. I thought it was pretty average. I wasn't really blown away by it. Like I was like, okay, this is.
Well, we watched it together. Then, I watched it for the first time, and I obviously called it out. What like the guy was.
Yes, you did. Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
It's gonna be this guy,
gonna be
guy,
him.
isn't it?
The Incel, Planet of the Incels, as the line goes. Also, I think when we watched it as well, we were like, oh, why is she called? Like, you picked up on it, and I think everyone did. It's like, oh, how does she know it's the TARDIS?
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that was just an error.
Was it just an error?
Yeah, there was no. Well, there's no.
Yeah.
There's no consequence.
Yeah.
Then we got into Lux.
Yeah, Lux,
which was really good, right?
Great.
That was like,
really good
cartoon character come to life. Great sort of. 19 was it 50s or 60s
50s,
sort of cinema, the
People
animation
get trapped
thing
into the real film.
Yeah, the fans, that was quite funny. Fourth wall breaking, sort of like Doctor Who fans. Yeah, good one. And then it was The Well. No, right, yeah.
Was it The Well? Or
The Well, The Well, which was the
good. Midnight
sequel to Midnight, Successes Midnight, which I thought was really good as well. I liked the main performance. I think she was really good.
I felt there was I don't know. I felt like it could have been more, a bit more.
Yeah.
Like a bit more action maybe.
Yeah.
So it was just set in a room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just like Midnight, right?
Well, yeah.
My criticism with it was that like
good, though.
it was quite funny how they died. They just kind of got thrown about the place.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
But I did see a comment from Russell being like, yeah, I can't, like, this is a show for children. I can't, like, snap people's necks. I was like, okay. Good.
Yeah, but you can throw them, like, 50 feet in the air and then let them
well, it's quite funny, isn't it? Whee! Then it was Lucky Day, which was a Ruby solo episode. Like, it was basically just her and Conrad.
Oh, yeah. I like that twist. I like that at first. Like, the first half I was like, this is really lame. This is really boring. But then I was like, oh yeah, it's a cool twist. I was like, it's a good episode.
It was okay, yeah.
It was okay.
Again,
I
think Millie Gibson's pretty good, and again, I'm kind of sick of Unit, like,
yeah,
whatever, monster creature, and then I thought it was okay. I thought it was fine. Then it's what's after? Oh, it's the Story in the Engine. Story in the Engine.
Oh,
the Barbers one, which I'm not a fan, to be honest.
Did you have to watch the Christmas episode for that? Because he knew the people in Jamaica or whatever.
No. I find it just really boring. I found it was just lots of dialogue and none of
Yeah.
it really. I got a bit confused and I was just, oh no, it's another god. I was like, oh, okay. Don't know. Wasn't a fan of that one really.
Yeah.
Then we had
I felt it was like it was promising. I felt
the
it was
setup
it
was
like it was
interesting.
promising, but then it just wasn't because of the story.
Because of the irony is that
There was a massive spider as well.
for an episode about storytelling, it wasn't very good at it.
Yeah.
Then we had the Interstellar Song Contest,
Oh, that was really good.
which I really enjoyed that one as well. I thought like it had big stakes. It went into like cosmic horror a little bit, which I liked. It had the Doctor losing his temper and going a bit bad and a bit mad, which was really interesting because we hadn't really seen him. Again, some character work where he gets a bit sort of, loses it a little bit, gets triggered and tortures a guy. Although Belinda kind of recovers pretty fast. She's like, oh no, Doctor, what have you done? And he's like, give me a hug. And she's like, okay.
Power of the Time Lord.
And then there was that really rushed reveal of the Rani, right at the end, which I thought felt really rushed. Where she's just like, she just bi-generates.
Like the bi-generating.
It's naff, innit? Come on, we can all agree here, right? Everyone's in...
It's kind of like, can't you just do that and make a million Time Lords?
Yeah, just shoot yourself.
Yeah, problem solved.
Right, and then we go into the finale.
Yeah.
Wish World and Wishy World.
I loved Wish World.
Really? That's crazy.
The first one. But I loved the like premise.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
thing
that's fair.
that made me angry at Wish World was so
Careful now.
so yeah, the Rani, the master basically of the
Well, they made her
series.
basically more like the master than she ever was. The Rani used to be a scientist where she just did science shit. She was morally sort of bankrupt, and the Doctor just got in her way, and she's like, "Oh, for God's sake, get out of my way." That's it. That's her character.
Can I just say, the Time Lords are pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Every Time Lord other than Doctor is just a villain.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
That's just how the new era has done it, I think, pretty much.
Why? But yeah, as I was saying, so the Rani, like, she's made this wish world because of this baby has powers to make it, like, people in dreams.
Yeah,
and,
so
like,
the setup is... Yeah, what?
he's like
How
a
do you
dream lord.
explain
He's
it?
the Lord of Dreams, isn't it? The
It's-
baby's the Lord of Dreams.
Wishes. Lord of Wishes.
Lord of Wishes. And she's used the baby's power to wish everyone into a dream.
Yeah, to Conrad's world of, like, his world, how he wants
And
it to be.
Because she needs to sort of bring the first Time Lord, Omega, back into reality by breaking reality.
It's like making a wish world where everyone like lives under its rules, but then there's doubt.
Because people have
right?
something called doubts.
Yeah.
Which is having doubt. And that
something called doubts, yes, doubt.
and that breaks reality over time.
Yes. And then it snaps.
This is where the plot hole, the massive plot hole, happens.
I mean, there's multiple, but yeah.
Well, the one that makes me angry.
Go on then.
Because she's like, okay, we have to wake the Doctor up because that will make Omega come back because that will doubt of the Time Lord makes
he has a big doubt.
the big hole. But people are having doubts anyway, so the hole's opening over time anyway. And this woman's a Time Lord. She lives forever. She can
wait yet, right?
She can wait. But she wakes up. She's trying to like, oh, let's give the person who can stop us doubts, and then bring him here and be like, hee, have doubts. Remember who you are. Please remember who you are so you can stop me.
It is quite kind of cartoony of her. Isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, why?
I mean, you just said it, right?
Like, why?
That
At that point, I was like, oh, God damn it.
It's pretty messy, isn't it? Also, you have the cameo of the Zoom call of Jonathan Groff as Rogue.
Oh.
The CGI wallpaper Awful. What? Why? How did he know? How did he know that? Like he was like, oh, tables don't do that. Where is he?
Tables don't do that. Where is he?
What?
Where
How does
was
he know?
he? Like in the future, like so he's just like, yeah,
Because he's in hell or whatever he is. I don't know.
yeah, but
What? Why? How does he
him?
know? How?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. That's just stupid. Also, there was like the bit at the end with like Ruby and the people like they were like using their tablet to look up at the Bone Palace, and I was like, "What are you doing? I don't get what you're doing. Like, what are you actually doing?"
No, yeah. Wasn't it like one where they get the iPad from, but how they don't know how to use it, do they? Because they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But then they use it to like super detect.
Yeah, I don't know
where
what it's
Conrad
like.
is.
It's like Batman's
It's like-
Arkham vision,
yeah.
but there's nothing. It's like okay,
But
right.
also, it's never explained why Ruby, because Ruby just knows there's something wrong with the world. Not the Doctor, not the Time Lord who's trapped there, just a random human who's travelled in the TARDIS.
They kind of try and explain that though, don't they?
No,
They say like
because she's like, how did I know, Doctor? And she's like, I don't know.
But
Moving on.
But there is that callback to 73 Yards, right? That they try and be like, oh, she knows things before, she's lived this world before, whatever. With last season.
Yeah, but well,
I know, doesn't it?
Everyone's lived the world before.
No, but
they're
like
all in the Wish
you
world.
know, in 73 Yards where she like lives a whole life and then she goes back and I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to make sense of it.
Just because she's lived 3 lives and not 2, like everyone else in the Wish world, doesn't make her special.
I did like the aesthetic of like Wish World, like some of it. Like I thought the bone things were stupid,
I thought they were pretty cool.
but I did like how Unit looked, that retro sort of look.
Yeah.
I wish it was like that all the time, to be honest, because it's a bit more interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Some of the looks of it, like the yellow mugs or whatever they wanted. There was some interesting like art choices, but
Yeah, the mug thing was cool. Like they had like an infinite.
and so I was watching this with my flatmates, and one of them is obviously very like me, sort of Doctor Who fan, and we were like, as soon as the Rani was like, "I'm bringing back the whatever she says," like the evil the one who waited. We were like, it's Omega.
Yeah.
And then she just name drops him randomly in a sentence, which is the weirdest reveal I've ever seen for Doctor Who. Like usually in Doctor Who, they're like, "Who is it?" Like with Sutek, they were like, and then like a massive. With this, it was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm bringing back Omega." Like, yeah, really cool. Like moving on. It's like whoa.
And I mean, like probably half the audience, probably only 10% probably know who he is.
That's true, and so I think like what Doctor Who's done really well before is build up the new audience to understand what a threat this is, right? Like the Master in Utopia.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know who the Master is, and you don't need to because you've established these are the last of the Time Lords.
Yeah.
And like you build up that for 3 seasons, and then all of a sudden there's another one. It's like shit.
Well, the thing is,
this guy's the real deal.
With building up a threat, you have to actually make them a threat.
We'll come to that.
Because he comes in as a bone man. He's basically bones from.
Skipping ahead here.
From sorry.
I was just gonna wait until the second episode, and then I'll rant. Then I love it.
Wait, is that the second episode?
Yeah.
Sorry,
but we don't see him. So in the Wish World, we just hear his name, and that's it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought Wish World was okay. I didn't think it was.
I loved the premise.
Yeah.
But there were just things.
There were lots of little things. Was like, oh.
Yeah, like Ruby, because it's a bit lame. It's probably just lame. Just of course.
Just lame.
Of course, a character has to be like, but you're not John Smith. You're the Doctor. And I'm surprised you haven't brought it up.
What? Go on.
The storytelling of Torrin. He's like Doctor Who, not the Doctor. You can't call him Doctor
I know.
Who.
I think that's a bit of a joke,
like,
right? That's
Doctor
a bit of a gag.
Who. I was like, Jake's gonna hate this.
Yeah, I sort of at that point I don't care that much. The best use of that ever is when Missy does it in Peter Capaldi's era, where she comes out of the TARDIS and she pretends to be the Doctor, and she's like, "I'm Doctor Who," and that's funny because the Master is just taking the piss out of the Doctor. Yeah. Anyhow, so that was Wish World. Much like last season, like it was the last season's episode 7. There's a lot of build up, and it's like, oh shit, how is this gonna pay off? And last season it didn't.
Yeah.
And this season, I think, is even worse. Anyway, I haven't heard your thoughts really on what's it called?
The Generation. Joy to the World. No, that's the Christmas special.
What's the episode called?
Wish World and
Empire of Death. No, that's
Empire
last
of
season's.
Death.
That's the what's this? The
This is the Doctor Who scholarship.
this is awful because I've probably already like Wish World and Reality War. If I've already said Empire of Death, I apologise. It's the Reality War.
Reality War. Ew. But that's it's the right title, but it was just Well, yeah, Reality War. Ew. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna ask, what did you think of it?
I mean, overall, I quite enjoyed watching the two-parter. I enjoyed it, and obviously I couldn't, unfortunately, be like have a proper reaction to like the
big reveals, right? Yeah,
because BBC for some reason spoiled it the first
really
day.
stupid.
Even like because Russell T Davies was like, don't go online because you'll be spoiled.
Yeah, and then the next day.
So it's like for spoilers. So I assumed he meant like other people spoiling it, not bloody BBC.
The main BBC channel being like, here you go.
Yeah, which was really dumb by them.
Yeah.
Because that would make people not want to watch it because the twist has been spoiled.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Because that's the spoiler. So I couldn't really because I knew it was coming, so I couldn't really be like, oh my god, what's going on?
Yeah.
Obviously I have some thoughts of what's going to go on, but overall, yeah, I just enjoyed it. Obviously, Big Bones Man wasn't really a threat.
Big Bones Man. I'm not fat. I'm just big boned.
Like it'd been so much cooler. Like set up season 3. And be like, yeah, I'm Omega. Obviously, like the Rani gets eaten. I mean, which I find hilarious because it's like obviously Doctor Who was a doctor with plot armor, and then just another Time Lord just appears and then just gets eaten by a big bone man.
Sounds like you're at the pitch meeting for this.
And it's like no tricks, nothing, and then. Yeah, just gets instantly defeated within a minute by a big clock hand, like something to sky, like something with a billion suns for some reason. Oh no, because isn't that the thing he's been charging?
The Vindicator, yeah, he's been charging all this time
with a billion supernovas apparently, worth of stuff, disguised on a massive clock face, and he's just like. If I only had a billion supernovas, I do. Wah, go back to hell. And then Omega. But it would have been so cool if he was just like a really powerful Time Lord, and then he just like messed stuff up. And then season 3 like is just trying to stop him. But no, also, overall, probably the most annoying thing about this
episode, or this?
The regeneration. Not the regeneration itself, but the reason.
Yes.
The reason for the regeneration. Really stupid. Really stupid.
Elegantly put. I think.
So there's this. So they in the Wish World, the Doctor and Belinda have a daughter via their
steady on.
Like
well, he's doing hand movements.
Because it's not their desires. Why do they even have a daughter?
I will come to that in my rant. Stay tuned. Coming soon.
No, because it's like they both want a daughter. Like the Doctor doesn't. That's the reason. That's the. Well, they have a daughter for some reason who's been wished into the world because they want this apparently with each other. supposedly. But yeah, the daughter like is saved because they have a box built which is outside time space. Blah blah blah. They're kept in that. They're saved when Omega's defeated or whatever. Everything goes back to normal, and then Ruby's like, "I'm the only one who can remember the little girl," when she disappears eventually. And she's like, "That's got to mean something, Doctor. You have to save everybody. You have to." So then basically the Doctor, I assume, it's Time Lord suicide because he regenerates to move the timeline like a second. Is it sort of like the is it like the number 4, where the planets are like a second out of sync? Like he's like a the timeline's like a second out of sync or something, and he uses his regenerative abilities to bring it back to normal. And then the daughter is not his daughter; it's just Belinda's daughter, and he's like, "Who's Rob?" I thought this was my kid. Damn it! I'm kind of happy though. See ya, Belinda.
I love this plot summary by.
And then he just goes. Regenerates into space and then into Rose, and then she's like, "Hello again," and then obviously blah blah blah. I know what's going to happen. Not really, but I have theories.
You have theories.
What do you want to say?
Right, get ready here for the Jake Thompson rant.
Yes!
It's not going to be nice.
I've been waiting. For it.
I don't want to be.
I will
negative,
interject with stuff. So
I don't want to be. I don't like being overly negative on things because, like, you know, it takes a lot to make this show, right? As any show, and as people like us that like to. But I gotta be critical, and I have to sort of preempt this with a sort of rumor / report that's been floating around for a few weeks, and that is that. For some reason or another, Shooty, sort of, I don't know what exactly. Again, I don't want to just like talk out of term because I don't know, but he ended his contract.
Yeah.
Earlier than either was expected or than he should have or whatever. Like something happened with his contract where he was like, "I want to go," and they did not.
Keep him.
They did not plan this. They didn't know it was going to happen. So
wait, so he ended it. He was like, "I need to go."
I think so, yeah. But this wasn't the plan.
Oh,
so, and this has been kind of recorded by people I know and people on the internet, and also just images. There was actually an image that went out on BBC iPlayer that was of a nightclub with the Doctor and Belinda. A proper image from the ending that doesn't exist because, yes, they reshot the entire ending of this episode in February. To do the regeneration. So obviously shit went really badly on this episode and they had a lot of problems, and you know everyone probably had to work their ass off to try and make it work. Sadly, I don't think it did, but there's a lot of obviously problems I have with the episode as well. I jokingly said to someone that Russell should get an award for this episode for the most character assassinations I've ever seen in any episode of Doctor Who. I think nearly every character in this is done dirty. One of them being Omega. Now Omega, he's a big threat, but he's not, like, he's been in 2 episodes of Classic Who. The first time he shows up, he's this raving lunatic that basically has been trapped by the Time Lords, and when they find him and they confront him, they realise he's insane, and they say to him, like, "You don't even exist," and that's when he realises that his consciousness is just there, and they leave him because they can't defeat him because he's trapped. So like, bye. And then he appears again in Peter Davison era, and he's basically looking for a body because he's rotten because he can't survive in the real world. But he's not that big of a danger. Like, I think he gets shot. I can't even remember what happens. But he is not a big bone monster. And I was like, oh, come on, big bone monster.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, if you want a big bone monster, fine. Don't call him a classic character that was just a Time Lord. Like, it was kind of like what they did with Sutek, but I kind of got it more with Sutek. Because at least he had a better design as well. So Omega, ruined. Rani, dumb. Absolute dumb bitch. Like, really dumb. Not just dumb for like, oh, you're stupid because you're a villain, but like really dumb. Like, her plan is to repopulate the Time Lords using Time Lord DNA. There's one stood right next to it, and they do come up with a reason why they can't use him. I don't know what it is, but I don't care. But like, oh, we need the original Time Lord. So she summons Bone Monster, which then eats her in one go, and then Miss Flood disappears. Makes a great two Ronnies joke, though. To be fair to Russell, she says we're the two Ronnies, and it's a good night from me. That was a good gag. Rani ruined. She acted more like, I don't even know. Yeah, her plan was just nonsense. Like, I don't know, just nonsense, and just eaten and ruined, and just absolute waste of everyone's time. Speaking of which, Belinda, I think started as a pretty good companion. Like, she had that sort of energy to her where she was like, "Oh, I don't want to be here," and that was like cool. And she was, and her first scene. Her first scene in the whole show, she's basically like to this boyfriend, like, I don't want to be just your boyfriend. I don't want to be pinned down, and like, I want to go on adventures and see the stars. So what does Russell do? He makes her a fucking mum. He makes her a mum, and she really wants to be a mum for some reason, and she basically ends up as a housewife at the end. There's no part in her story that hints that she wants to be a mother figure at all. And I'm not saying that it's wrong that you want to be a mother, by all means, but her character doesn't... If we knew she had a kid all along and that's why she wanted to get back to Earth...
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, that's a good point, because in the finale or whatever, it's like it shows clips of previous episodes.
Yeah, false clips.
Is it false clips?
Yeah, they're not. None of that is in the actual episode.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Yeah, they bullshit.
That's so crap. So I was like, surely we would have picked that up, like something like she's getting home to her kid. But that makes it even worse. Then.
Yeah, so she wants to be a mother or whatever for some reason out of the blue, and you're right in thinking that why, because you were like, oh, why is it Wish World? Why are they parents? I don't know. Like there's a plot reason somewhere in there, but I think it's so messy.
Do you reckon? I don't know. I was gonna say, like, do you reckon like her original thing, she was a mother and that's her reason to get back to Earth, but it was cut out in the actual episodes, then maybe brought back?
God.
After the
it's a mess, isn't it?
After the they ruined the finale or whatever.
Like,
I don't know.
Having a companion that has a child is great. Like, that's a great emotional pull for the character to want to get back to Earth, and it doesn't have to be a mystery until it's revealed, like maybe a few episodes in, where she's like, I have a kid, I need to get back. And so, oh shit, yeah, we need to get back. But bringing it up at the end, like out of nowhere, and having her care for this baby, which I will go into, it's just, it don't make any sense. And the fact that we've just seen the Doctor with Susan one episode before, or two if you count the and then she don't appear at all. She didn't get mentioned, nothing. Like, it's literally like Susan was there as this plan that I don't even know if they're even doing.
Who was Susan?
His granddaughter that appeared in the Intergalactic, which was awesome. Which I was like, oh shit, Susan! Like, that was pretty crazy.
Wait, was she she was like a vision?
Yeah, she was like in the TARDIS or whatever.
Yeah. one
of the only surviving characters from that era. Brilliant.
To be fair, that I feel like the mother like, if that thing that she was saying she needed to go back to her daughter, like each episode, if that was real, that would have been cool. Like, but he's basically doing like he's sort of doing like a Professor Yana thing, but without the Professor Yana thing, without the face of Bo saying you're not alone, basically, but saying that he did.
Also, there is a very weird obsession, I don't know whether it's intentional or not, of Russell with babies in this episode. There are 3 babies in this episode, right?
Yeah.
3. There is the baby wishy-washy world baby, which again is just
Pokemon, I think.
It's just a baby. I don't really know it's just a baby. I mean, it is a baby. Then we've got baby Poppy, which that's another rant.
Oh yeah, Poppy.
And then we have the as yet to be born baby of, oh god, what's her name? Time Hotel lady. I can't remember her name.
Oh,
she's pregnant.
Is that a joy to the
Weird.
world thing?
Joy to the World.
Or was it mentioned?
No,
It was mentioned, wasn't it?
She's not pregnant in Joy to the World.
But it was mentioned in...
Yeah, she's in Joy to the World. She's the hotel manager.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's not. But she don't work for that hotel. She works in Earth. She doesn't know about aliens. So for her to be now working there is weird.
Okay.
Right, that was nonsense as well. All she did is hold open a door. Pointless. She was a great... If you watch Joy to the World, she is a really good character.
Yeah.
And wasted in this. Baby Poppy. Right, if they would have done a normal baby... Mm-hmm. I'm not saying Baby Poppy's not normal. I'm saying like a baby that we haven't seen before, I would have been a bit more okay with it.
Have we seen Baby Poppy?
But the fact is Baby Poppy from Space Babies, which is a character we've already seen and already met, and Ruby says that's a character we've already met, it's baffling. Why? It just makes things more confusing when Ruby's like, oh, how is it? And the doctor's like, oh, it took a bit from our memory or whatever. I was like, what are you I liked, to be a bit positive, I did like the scene where Baby Poppy basically disappears. That's a really nice scene when they're passing over their clothes and it gets smaller and smaller. And then again, Millie, I think probably the best thing in this episode, her sort of reaction to that. Unfortunately, they kind of make the doctor a prick in that because he's like, I don't believe you. And she's like, what are you on about? Like, the amount of shit we've seen.
Yeah.
Like,
no, yeah.
And he's like, no, you're wrong. And she's like, what are you on about? I think me and Al, as we were watching, we thought he was doing it on purpose.
Maybe, well, now you're thinking, maybe he was, like, to try and... Because he knew Belinda would maybe...
I don't think so, because then you got that really dumb scene when he gets to unit and they're like... And Ruby's like, there's someone missing. And then you got that part where it goes like... Where Kate is like... Sometimes I think we're all your children. And then there's that music goes... Oh! And he's like, there's someone missing. I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah. What else was there? Do I need to get through Generation yet? I mean, it was absolute naff. What, Omega, Rani, Belinda. Yeah, I guess we're kind of towards the... Oh, yeah, there's that weird thing that was in there about... Again, this is a bit, like, nerdy lore shit, but there was this bit where they were like, Time Lords are sterile and can't have kids.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what you want about?
What was that?
I don't get what point they were making. I was like, well, yeah, bi-generate then. Just do it.
Is that like a Doctor Who thing, or is it just like...
That's never been a thing, so I guess he's just made that up to explain bi-generation, Russell says. I don't think it is.
No.
Don't explain anything.
That's weird.
Comrade gets basically, like, outsmarted by a teleporting Ruby. She just teleports behind him. She's like, here I am. Whoopsie! And then that's it. That's it. Like, he gets defeated by her just jumping behind him. I was like, all right, okay. Also, unnecessary Rose cameo, other Rose cameo as well. Weird.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Felt like contractually obliged to, but right. Regeneration time. You are totally right in that I think it's the worst regeneration.
Well, it made me think of like the reasons for everyone else's generation. I can't think because. Obviously, Christopher Eccleston,
saves Rose from the time vortex, so that's character driven,
that's
right?
pretty good.
Yeah.
Understandable. Time vortex will probably kill anyone.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Just the idea of all time
staring into the heart of the TARDIS,
going into your brain.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Would probably kill everyone.
Tennant was obviously saving Will from the radiation box, which obviously was the 4 knocks payoff and all that shit.
Sure, radiation kills people. Matt Smith.
Old age.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I love the way we're like, Matt Smith, old age. And you're like, yeah, totally understand that. Matt Smith, 30, old age, yeah, he's gone.
Peter Capaldi?
Shot by a Cyberman.
What, in...
Or he gets like electrocuted, sorry, not shot, but like he gets...
Does he?
Yep.
I gotta watch that. Is that a special, or is that just the...
That's his... that's the last episode of the season, and obviously he's struggling not to... Yeah, Bill's Cyberman, yeah.
Does Bill...
No, it's a different one.
Oh. Okay,
Jodie.
That sounds Jodie.
Gets hit by a massive space laser.
I don't remember.
And she gets ragdolled. It's a pretty good scene. She gets like ragdolled across the... She goes like...
Was she expecting it?
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe.
She was like, hit me! Boom!
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's not the worst.
But then, Ncuti was like, I just want to regenerate.
Yeah, basically, I think they were just like, how do we get him regenerate? Oh, he has to jump a time track or whatever to get the baby
Well,
back.
should have been... Well, just the TARDIS can do that.
It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
Surely just a Mega, like, should have come back and, like, done something.
Yeah.
Giving him some hell energy.
There must have been a better, like... But, yeah, I just thought it was really rushed. It felt like they were literally trying to get through it as fast as they can. I think Ncuti kind of was fine, but he wasn't amazing. The reasoning was really annoying. At that point, as soon as he said, because I was sat there with Al, and Al had seen... Spoilers. They knew that Doctor Who was going. I didn't. As soon as Ncuti went, oh, I really like this face, I was like, right, that's it. We're done. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
And then Al was like, yep. And I was like, oh, well, at least it's a fresh face. And I was like, I wouldn't hold your breath. I was like, oh
how
my
did he know?
God. Al knew because they had seen the rumours online. Can I just say, I don't really want to be nitpick, but I thought the actual regeneration looked naff.
Yeah.
CGI wise. I mean, that's being really picky now. And yeah, Billy Piper, at that point I just lost interest. I was just laughing because I was like, it's turned regeneration into a gimmick. And that's probably the worst thing Doctor Who could do to one of its best plot devices, is the gimmickness and the desperation of we need to put out a social media post that's like, Billy Piper's back.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, it was... She's literally back probably because David Tennant did those specials.
He was like, yes,
they were like in a jacuzzi somewhere, and she was like, I really want to go back to doing Doctor Who. And Russell was like, yeah, I'll just write you in.
Also, there was a line where Ncuti said, I've got the last TARDIS, and that's nonsense. And it's not even like... Basic Doctor Who knowledge will tell you that there's at least like 3 others that have just around. That's... Okay, that makes me sound like a
just lost,
a nerd.
just random.
Just like around that.
No one using them.
David Tennant has one. That was 2 years ago. Like... No, but I guess it's the same TARDIS.
Wait, but... the TARDIS
because it got split into 2, yeah. So technically it's the same. Hammer.
Oh yeah, the hammer. Why you just do that with no?
Yeah, I want 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's how you repopulate the bloody Time Lords.
Right.
A hammer.
At the end, so I want to hear your little fan theory. I mean, there's quite a few, but I don't think any of them are actually technically true because I don't think Russell's actually planned this. But I will say that if you watch the credits, it doesn't say Billy Piper as the Doctor. It says everyone else.
Yeah.
Just to go back before we jump in, another positive thing, Jodie. I thought that was a nice cameo.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, random.
Unnecessary.
But I was like, I'd like to seeing her back. I was like,
it would have been cool if it was like all of them.
I was expecting more, but I'm glad I didn't because that episode was so bad. I don't want them.
Yeah.
I don't want them close to them. But anyway, so yeah, it says Billy Piper, introducing Billy Piper. No.
Yeah.
Doesn't say she's the Doctor.
If anyone thinks she's the Doctor, they're stupid. They're out of their minds.
Go on then. Tell me what you think.
So obviously it's going to be like, he's going to regenerate. It's going to be Billy Piper, like, hello again. And then it's obviously going to go back. They're going to do a special with Ncuti. Probably.
What?
Well, even though his contract's ended.
I don't think he's coming back ever.
They have to.
Why? He's gone. I think he's gone.
Because, or it's going to be like Jodie then. It's going to be a previous Doctor. It's not going to be Billy as the Doctor.
Interesting. My guess would be that Billy would be basically as the like I'm doing.
Because the thing is, what's the story going to be? I was like, what could the story be? And I was like, it's going to be Billy Piper sending him a message, and I was like. Okay, at first, I was like, okay, it's going to send him to the beach, you know? Mm. And then it's going to be the... Because I know this is wrong, but...
yeah, I can tell you it is.
So the TARDIS is going to go away, it's going to come back, and then she's going to be on the beach. And then that's going to be the story of how she gets from there to season 4. But that's the end of season 4.
Jesus Christ.
That's the end of season 4. So I was like, it's going to be season 2. I was like, that's the only story that they can tell with Billy Piper without it being lame, because there's a gap there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that's what I would do.
Right.
As like even if it's not in QT, maybe like Jodie or someone, and then Billy Piper's telling them a message, sending them a message to go back to the parallel universe or whatever,
right,
to help them escape. Like, and then that's how they get to like it's gonna be like a Dalek episode. Like Daleks are coming in still, and then it's gonna send her back to Monday Earth.
Oh my god, it's like Endgame.
Well,
right.
I think that's quite a good story. To bring Billy Piper back, and it's like kind of filled out, and then. But what was your theory then?
It's hard to say whether she's the Doctor, right? I think the regeneration has like gone wrong, and that it's obviously the heart of the TARDIS, which is what he absorbed at the end. Technically, in a way, he did something TARDIS-y. I think it's imprinted the last face it saw, which is Billy Piper, and that's because the last time someone stared into the heart of the TARDIS was Billy Piper, right? So.
Oh right, okay.
I just want to say again, I don't think Russell knows. I don't think he knows. I don't think he knows any of it. I think he just casted her and then he's like, right, let's see what we do. I think that it'll be a special.
Oh yeah.
Whatever's next.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be this year. I think it'll be like next year, maybe, if it's coming back. Which I also have theories on. I think that she'll be either struggling to regenerate or like something has gone wrong and she's like, she kind of gets to play around with it, and then we regenerate into the new Doctor, which will be announced like later this year. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll be announced, new Doctor will be announced later this year, and then they'll join.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a special. I would be totally against. I'm kind of am against your sort of theory in a way, not against, but like I don't believe it. But a part of me kind of does, because Russell's abandoned his idea of what this era needs to be. And that's obviously when Russell began, he was like, New Era season 1. And then proceeded to do callbacks to every goddamn season of Doctor Who he can do. So if we're going into bigger fan theories, I think Russell has one more special left, and I think then he's gone. I think he will leave the show. I think they'll put it on a break. If they aren't already considering putting on a break, I think they will. And I think I don't want to sound like I'm really anticipating it, because having Doctor Who is better than no Doctor Who. But if it needs to, problem is the risk is that it won't come back.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't think it will. If it needs a break, then
last time that happened, it didn't. Like twice, it's gone on a break, and it twice hasn't gone back until it did, obviously. But
yeah.
Also, a funny thing for any Doctor Who fans out there: the last time Doctor Who was put on a hiatus, the Rani was in it. So, little
really?
fun little she's like some sort
of like at the end.
Like with no, she was like in the same series or whatever. But it was quite funny that she was quite close to when Doctor Who got put on pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Doctor Who needs a new showrunner. I was really excited for Russell's new era, because obviously I loved him.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching them and they're so good.
Well, yeah, like when you compare it to his previous work,
it's mad, isn't it?
It's nuts.
And that's another thing. Sorry, I forgot to keep taking the piss out of Reality War. The Joy to the World connection obviously was the hotel lady, but also it was to the bit when he's regenerating.
What?
So, spoilers for Joy to the World. One of the main characters in that basically becomes a star at the end. The Star of Jerusalem, the North Star.
Okay. He becomes a star.
Yeah.
Like he shoots up in the sky and it's like...
something like that. It's just... and she becomes the North Star, or whatever it is.
So it's like Belinda can name planets after herself. You can actually become a star.
So that's why at the end he goes, Joy to the World! And he says, I don't want to be alone for this. And it's meant to be like her. In the distance there's a star like shining and he's like, Joy to the World!
And she's like, thumbs up. Ching!
Emoji.
Emoji. Bloom! And Lux like...
yeah, Lux is there like... I'm Mr. Ring-a-Ding. But yeah, yet again, I was semi-positive on the season, and I thought this ended with a kind of insulting, just nothing. It was just like a bleh. So if it needs a rest from new showrunner, then so be it.
Yeah.
But
Well, like, especially if that is the case, if it's like, if Russell's like, this is my final thing with Rose, I would be more tempted to do like that thing of.
problem is, he has said that he's writing season 3 and 4,
Well, yeah, but as a special.
but he hasn't been obviously commissioned for anything. So, well, as far as we know, there's not been a new season commissioned. We don't know.
Like, you can have her crying, and then David Tennant like walks away.
Tennant again. We're gonna have Tennant again.
No, it would be like previous image, or you could get him back for like a scene. You look older, but
isn't it so
and
bizarre?
then the TARDIS just comes after, and then get Pete back.
Oh, Pete. Go, Pete.
Get Jake Simmons back.
Oh my god.
Get Jackie Tyler back. Get Mickey Smith back.
I mean, at this point, who knows? Like, who cares? I mean,
because that's the only story that I can see happening.
I just think it'll be some mixture of like Rose and.
Because otherwise, I think it'll be really bad.
In the 50th anniversary special, which happened 2013. Jesus, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. Jeez.
Obviously, Billie Piper came back for that, and Stephen Moffat said they were like, "Why isn't it Rose? Because she's not Rose in that. She's Bad Wolf, whatever. She's like a different character."
Oh yeah.
And Stephen Moffat was like, "The Doctor and Rose was special. I don't want to mess with it."
Yeah.
It is quite funny how she's back again. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on? So it would be even funnier if David Tennant came back as well, because it's like, who cares? You're just playing with like nostalgia at this point.
Yeah. Well.
And again, Moffat was like, they were like, "Oh, do you love bringing back classic characters?" to Moffat, and he was like, "Everyone loves nostalgia, but our job," he said, "is to make new nostalgia for the new audience."
Yeah.
And he's so right.
Well,
and
yeah.
I think just leaning into like all these characters, I don't know. We'll see. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna be like thinking of the theories, but I've just lost so much of my love for
But the thing is, it does need a reboot, but that doesn't necessarily mean it needs time off the air, though.
Yeah, but
because time doesn't really necessarily heal everything. Like I guess it gives, unless you're working on it and you're like, we're not doing it until it's like, oh my god, that is like series 1. That is like the next Rose episode.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see. I think what we should do, this is maybe an idea for a future pod, is pitch what we would do to it.
To Doctor Who.
What we would, if you've got anything.
I mean, what do you mean?
Like, if you were the showrunner, what would you do? What would be your plan of action?
I mean, I'll try to write stories like season 1, 2, 3, and 4, like Russell T Davies' first era.
Fair.
Is there anything? Is there anything you would do?
I think I would.
In particular,
this is going to sound like, in a way, like mad, considering what the show is, but it's done it before.
Yeah.
And I'd do it again. I'd exile him to Earth. I would exile him to Earth, and I would make it more like about sort of aliens on Earth, and make it more about like a family of characters and less unit shit.
To be
Get
fair,
that military crap out of here. Just people.
To be fair, that is actually really good, because I was like, like thinking, oh yeah, go to space because you can go anywhere. But to be fair, that is kind of the reason it has been bad. Because it is like, yeah. My
premise, my basic premise I've had in my head, I don't like write fan fiction or whatever, but my basic idea would be that this working class family, like a family of like, a mum, dad, maybe kids or whatever, or just a group of kids, and the Doctor just like crash lands in a forest, like just outside, and they go from there, and it's like trying to get him back to health, and like but he's like such the mysterious figure that he should be, and these kids like it's kind of like because I think what it needs to be is like I don't want to use that. This is a terrible like reference point, but what Stranger Things has done, especially with like its audience that it covers, like kids watch that show because it has all the elements they want to watch, and it's a bit more, it's mature and it doesn't speak down to them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's what Doctor Who needs to do, and I totally get Russell for wanting a kids friendly thing, but you've got to respect
But that
your
is
audience.
like a 15, isn't it?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, but
So
it's still like older, younger, slight like 12s or 12-year-olds or whatever. They're gonna watch it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not sexual or really violent. I mean, it's violent. But
yeah,
it's
but
not
then
like...
you wouldn't be able to do it on BBC.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But like, I would go for more of the vibe that it does, like this idea of like this
definitely,
group of characters and them like going on this sort of like,
it would be cool
more
to
eerie.
It would be cool to make him more mysterious.
Yeah, I think so. I think also I would, even though there's a part of me which is like, no, don't do it. I'm sick of Gallifrey and Time Lords. It blows up, it disappears, they go extinct, they come back, they go extinct, it blows up. Get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
Like when I'm watching series 1 now, and it's like the last, and there's tiny little bits you get of like the Time War and the last of the time. You get tiny little bits every now and again, and it's just enough for you to be like, ooh, what happened?
Serious, yeah.
But I don't need to know. But ooh,
yeah.
So.
Yeah,
bit of a whimper of a series that started out relatively good. I think, would you say an improvement over season 2? Because I'm not so sure after that finale.
I think it's just like it's just the era, isn't it? It's like okay. It's like Nkuti was good.
Yeah, it's
like,
good.
We haven't had a bad Doctor.
No,
we've just had bad writing.
Yep. And I would have loved to see again that the rage that Ncuti showed in that. None of that in the finale.
Yeah.
He had no depth, whatever. He just turned into his usual sort of like overly emotional self, and
like no, like bring it back, like you said, but no connection to anything.
No.
Like like no, even like old stuff, like no Omega, no nothing, like. And
that for me that would have been baffling. Like a good few years ago, I would have said, "What are you on about? This is awesome. Bring back these kind." But I'm like, no, because it doesn't. Like,
I mean, maybe bring back the Reapers, because they were cool.
Again, a human enemy or human scale enemy will always be more frightening and more effective than a big bone monster, CGI bone monster.
Well, yeah, because it's not. Yeah.
And that goes for CGI as well. Like a CGI alien world is not going to be as atmospheric as a,
dark forest
as a forest, or even the period, set pieces that Empty Child had. That sort of atmosphere that had.
Oh, Empty Child. Bring that back.
Can you imagine? That's the big reveal. Are you my mummy?
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Gas mask. Oh my god, are you my mummy? Oh my god.
It's like a Dalek with it on. I do think the Daleks are probably due to come back. And Russell loves the Daleks. Isn't it crazy how he's the only Doctor not to face the Daleks?
No, that's also because mine is because I didn't know about the contract thing. That's also why I thought it was going to be that idea, because I swear Nkuti was like, I've asked Russell one thing about me being a Doctor.
I want to fight the
Daleks.
Yep. And he's the only Doctor, apart from the Eighth Doctor, but he's only done one film. But he's the only Doctor not to face the Daleks. And I'm not a big fan of the Daleks, but that seems men. Oh, and he didn't fight the Daleks, the Cybermen, or the Master.
Damn, that's nuts.
But he did get to fight the gods of Wishy Washy. I don't know.
That's nuts.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in for my rant and for our discussion, or / kind of absolute.
What do you think will happen if you're a Doctor Who fan? In the comments below. If you're not a Doctor Who fan and you've listened
why are you still
this far, I don't know what to say. Really.
I want to end on, again, it's end on something positive. I think I'm struggling, but I don't know.
I mean,
I think they got dealt a shit hand. I think there were forces beyond this that
The thing, it has potential.
Yeah, Shooty was great. All the
like,
actors are good. They're always good in Doctor Who. Like they're not,
like it really just comes down to like the only thing you can really do, if since Nkuji's contract is over, and if he's not coming back, the only thing you can really do is bring another my theory would be Jodie, because obviously Rose is a woman, it's like sort of like that connection, and it'll, like, her hair will shorten or whatever, and it'll be to Jodie, and Jodie was in the last episode.
Oh, you mean like regenerate into Jodie?
Regenerates, yeah.
Is he wanting to have a multi-doctor sort of thing?
Well, no, what? No, it won't be. What? No, it won't be a multi. It won't be a bi-generation.
Oh.
No.
I hope I never see bi-generation.
No. Bi-generation's gone.
Never explained. Gone.
But that would explain kind of Jodie being that, like I can't. I mean.
It was fan service, and that's one of the biggest problems of this era is fan service.
It's just because I can't, because the thing is, like Billie Piper as the Doctor, like why are you bringing her back when your fans will see her as Rose as the Doctor? She's not going to be. She might be good.
I was going to say, will she be a different character? Like,
yeah.
Will she play it much differently to how she? Because she's a great actress.
Well, she would have to. She would have to, because she's not Rose. And if she is Rose, then she's not the Doctor, and then Doctor Who's dead.
If she wasn't, Doctor.
And if Rose
Doctor's
kills
dead.
the Doctor, yeah.
If she wasn't Rose before, it would have been, or even if David Tennant wouldn't have come back, I would have been more on board with it. But the fact we've just had him back.
Is it the fact you were angry that they were in the jacuzzi and saying like, "Oh, I want to come back"?
God damn that sort of fictional jacuzzi.
They were definitely in a jacuzzi.
Sounds like you saw them and you're like, "Yo, stop talking.
Stop talking.
Go and do your
other
thing.
people want to bathe in this jacuzzi. Stop being quiet. I mean, stop being loud.
Stop being quiet." Anyway, let us know what you thought of Doctor Who if you have seen it. So next we've got the spin-off, which that would be so funny if it was the last thing we saw of Doctor Who. Hilarious. I think not. Yeah.
Well, that would be the worst if we don't. Well, obviously we're getting a special, aren't we?
I don't know. We haven't. No one's told us. They've been radio silent.
That would be the worst ending, like to regenerate into Billie Piper and then just end it. Raining in the attic.
That's worrying.
That was noise on the Great Big Ceiling.
Anyway, thank you for all tuning in, and keep those.
TARDIS is whirring.
Yeah.
And exploring time and space.
Bum, ba-rum, bum, ba-rum,
Seeking
bum,
those
bum, bum.
screens.